Hello everyone, happy Monday. It's us. Just gonna wait for everyone to have a chance to hop on and we'll go over some announcements. I will repeat myself on these announcements just so you guys are all aware, just because I know that not everybody can tune in right at 2. How are we doing so far?
14.
14 people. I lost my acorn. Well, Bob has some new stuff for us today.
Bob.
How are we doing? Okay.
80.
80.
That's going up.
Any questions? Anything going on?
Lots of highs.
What's everybody doing? Everybody ready for fall? I am. I love fall. It's my favorite season.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the first day of fall. Isn't it the 23rd?
I don't know. I just like summer.
Wait, what is today? Today is the 20th.
Today's the 21st,
Okay.
I think.
Well,
You don't know what today is?
I should know. Matt's gonna give me a hard time.
Ooh.
It's not a nice wedding anniversary, so I just think it's
Yeah,
the
probably
first
should
day.
know.
I know what day it is, okay? I'm just thinking of the first day of fall. So announcements. A couple of things to touch on. I first want to go over the winner from the previous video. The winner is going to be receiving the pumpkin mug rug we did a couple weeks ago, or a week ago, I don't know. And the winner is Nancy McNally.
Yay!
Nancy. So we are going to be having a hands-on event for Floriani, and forgive our printer.
It really likes color right now.
It really likes color, so there's lots of color going on here. So this is a hands-on event that we're going to be having on October 7th at 10 a.m. Excuse me. This is again going to be a hands-on creative event. And this is going to be the Tulips in Bloom placemat. So this is a example here. To be honest with you about the colors, I'm not
Yeah, we don't really know.
So this is actually a over $200 value, and the kits are $99.99. And it looks like you get some thread and some tape, and you're also going to be working with some bamboo felt and learning how to do applique the Floriani way. And I feel like that rhymes.
Yeah, it does.
I feel like the last couple videos I've rhymed.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should seriously consider quitting my day job, becoming a rapper or a mad poet. Didn't even know it. Okay, back to it. So you can do sign up for this 2 ways. You can call one of our 3 stores. I'll zoom in on it, or I'll have Cindy zoom in. But all 3 stores' phone numbers are right here on this page. I will be posting this information on our social media, and that way you can have a little bit more information, have a look at the placemat a little bit closer, if you're curious about different colors that it may actually be.
Do we know when the kids will start coming in?
So that was what I was going to get to. So we need to get the sign-ups done sooner than later, just because so that we can make sure we get everybody their kits. So
October 7th will be here sooner than you think.
Around the corner, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to probably cut off the sign-ups a week from today in order to make sure that the people who have signed up, we get the right amount of kits in and we get them to the people who have signed up. So Matt has posted this on our website, so you can actually go to our website and sign up from there as well. Or again, you can call us at any of the stores or email us. We can, whatever floats your boat.
Just do it.
Just have fun with us. That's all we want, right? So pretty cool. But it looks like you have 2 things of tape. There's some different needles in there. You're working with the bamboo felt and some, what?
It's not bamboo.
It is on here.
I was going to say maybe this is where we got bamboo
Yes.
from.
Yes, Matt was trying to tell me this is not bamboo felt, but it says bamboo felt. I feel like I need to find the words to point it out. It's like a husband and wife thing. You have to prove each other wrong, or prove each other right. Wrong. Okay, so any questions about that?
Are we capping it?
Again, I think it's just of a matter of how many people we get signed up for a week from today so that we can get those kits in. I'm sure Kate and Patrick will have more information from you than I have for you today, maybe for tomorrow's video. And I'm sure if Kate's watching, she'll probably chime in and let us know some information if I've missed anything. So I'll touch on what we're doing for today's video. So, project.
Let's do it.
My name's Amanda. I'm Scatterbrain. Okay, so what we're actually going to do is...
Oh, do you have prices?
Huh? It is $99.99.
That's right.
It is a over $200 value, so the kit is $100. So that's a good savings.
Because we're attending it for free, right?
Huh?
We're technically attending it for free. There's no charge for the class itself.
It's for the kit.
It's
correct,
just for the
yes.
kit. Okay.
All right. So a couple weeks ago, we did the Amelia Scott mug rugs, the seasonal. There's the seasonal 2, which is the newer ones that has the Christmas tree, the firework, the lemon.
And the grapey, viney thing, right?
No,
No?
that's the first one. That's the swirl.
Oh.
So what we're going to do today is from Amelia Scott's website, and it is a free download, and that should be on our events calendar for today's date. The files and the instructions should already be up there for you folks, and this is the design that we're going to be working with today. So I put it on top of here so you can kind of see that it is just slightly smaller compared to the ones that we've done previously. Maybe it's better to do it this way so you can see it. Just a little smaller, but it is a maple leaf, perfect for fall. We've got some really pretty fall fabric here for you. And the kits for the mug rug is $5.99. So we got the kits for you. And today we're going to be using Kimberbell tape. On the instructions, it does tell you to use painter's tape. But one of the main things I really love about the Kimberbell tape is that it is easily removable, even with the stitching. It just is easy. Of course, we're going to be using some turning tools to poke out our corners once we're finished with the project. So we have the Precision Turning Tool by R&K and the Expert Point and Press Tool by OESD. They are both going to be $15.99. Our favorites, of course, everyone's aware of these, well aware of these by this point. The Quilter Select Scissors, these are $31.99. And more things that you guys are probably really well aware of. But for those of you who are not, the Roll and Press, which is $15.99. And the Fabric Folding Pen, which is $16.95. And those are the products that we'll use in order to complete this project. Do we have any questions so far?
No.
No. Okay. We need another chair.
Sherry, I'll help you out here since you got your glasses now. Here's today's project. Carol, you don't know my voice by now? We talk almost every day.
Well, when people call from other stores here at the Littleton location, they always get me and Cindy confused.
Yes, yes.
We all, it's fun actually.
Did I tell you that when you went on a maternity leave, Kate had to ask me if you were still working because she thought I was you?
I did not know that. So part of our prep work that we're going to do is we have our two back pieces. We're going to fold them together, wrong sides together, hamburger style. Give them a good press, and we're going to set them off to the side for later. Just give our fabrics a quick press. And just to forewarn you all, ladies and gents, it's a not going to be a really long video because this is a very simple project. But this, I think, would be an awesome way of decorating your living room for fall, or like a nice housewarming gift. I have a friend who just moved into a new house, and I thought these would be really neat in order to dress up her living room as a housewarming gift. And I have jokes. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Ready? You gotta say it right this time. I rehearse my jokes to Cindy. I have to. What month does every tree dread? September. Should we do one more?
Sure.
All right. What do you get when you divide the circumference of your jack-o'-lantern by its diameter?
I think I know.
Pumpkin pie. Super cute. We're all ready for fall over here.
Oh my gosh, yes. Well, Amanda has sandals on. I don't wear sandals in the fall.
I could wear sandals in the winter. Val gives me a hard time because I wear open shoes in the winter. All right, so our first step is to tell you what we're using here. First of all, guys, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I am using an 8x12 hoop. Honestly, you could get away with a 5x7. I'm just used to doing it in a larger hoop with these mug rugs. I mean, I've done all of the other ones, so it's just habit. You could certainly use a 5x7 hoop, with this one being slightly smaller than the previous ones we've stitched out. And I have a no-show mesh in my hoop, and our first step is to give us that placement line. So I have a thread in the machine that I can easily see.
Okay, so answering a couple questions here. The kit only makes one mug rug.
Yes.
And it is a free downloadable design. It should already be on the website. And I lost the name, but whomever is having issues with the download, we will check that out. So no, it is not on a CD.
If they're trying to do a certain file, you probably need to know that too. All right.
So, oh yeah. So Susan, if you want to let us know what kind of file that you need, we'll try and get that situated for you.
So as we've done in the previous video, a lot of times what you'll see is that this stitch line is going to be a lot smaller so that you can completely cover that area. With a lot of the other designs that we are doing on our live videos, especially with Kimberbell. But with the Amelia Scott, it is just important to make sure that your batting is completely in that square. And then we're going to tack that bad boy down. And in the kit you have everything you need in order to make the project, including the batting. You're just talking about felt, so.
Okay, Susan, we'll check those out for you. Yes, Deanna, I believe we do have refills in stock for the folding pen.
We do, yes we do.
So let us know if you need us to set one aside for you.
All right, the next step is to stitch our placement line for our side piece. And again, this is like a 2-in-1 step where you're going to place 2 pieces of fabric.
I like this. You only have to cut once.
Yes. All right. So now we're going to place our side piece here completely in that area. And then we're going to take our background piece for our leaf and line it up right with that. And it's going to stitch, giving us a 1/4 inch seam.
No, the folding pen doesn't come empty, right? It comes with.
It does come empty.
Well, but I mean, it comes
has
with its solution. Okay, so yeah, Lorraine. I mean, technically, yeah, it comes empty, but you get the solution in it. Duh, it's right here in front of my face. You get the solution that you drop just a couple of drops in there, fill the rest of it with water.
And this should last you quite a bit.
Yeah, because you're only using a couple drops per however many times you refill it. So.
All right. So now what I've done is I've just gone ahead and flipped that, and I just put that liquid right on my seam before I flipped, and I'm going to take my roll and press, get a nice flat seam here, and then it's going to do a tack down stitch. So it tacks all of my pieces together, so it's one unit.
Terry, there are still some items that we are waiting for, like some of the Kimberbell items were pre-order only, and those are slowly starting to come in. But there are some items that we did have to reorder, and we're waiting for some of those to come in. So if you haven't received anything in the mail, I'm going to guess that's the situation. But you can always give us a call and we can update you for sure.
All right, next step is we're going to stitch our placement line for our leaf. Something that would be really cute would be yeah, it would, to put the Kimberbell glitter in place of the fabric that we found here. With the Kimberbell glitter, I'm sure a lot of you are becoming pros at Kimberbell, but this is machine washable. After you tack this down and trim away the excess, Kimberbell does recommend that you take either an excess piece of fabric or a pressing cloth and press that so that the side of the inside of the glitter, it's adhesive, so it sticks to your background fabric, and therefore it won't lift, it won't have any puckering.
Or bubbles.
That would be a really nice option. I'm debating on using it. I'm gonna see.
Please hold. We have blue leather, Lorraine. I don't know about black as of yet. Do you mean glitter? Today, Amanda is making a nice entry to fall mug rug here. It is a free download that you can find on our calendar for today. They want you to try the glitter. I think she's... Oh my goodness. You girls don't understand at all what goes on here sometimes.
All right.
There is a navy leather and a robin's egg blue. You see what I mean?
Just my brain babies. They come late sometimes.
Brain babies. It's the second time you've used that word today.
All right. So Kimberbell glitter has a sticky piece here. And you take that off before stitching, because if you don't and you go to the iron, you will be unhappy. All right. So we're going to stitch that down.
What are we using for batting?
The batting that we're using today is warm and white.
That's right. I couldn't think of the words.
Warm and white. All right, now we're going to trim this away. Any questions so far?
Would the glitter melt with a hot cup of coffee sat on it?
No, not at all. If you can put it in the washer and put it in the dryer, then I wouldn't worry about your cup of coffee, your cup of joe.
Cup of joe.
Cup of joe at all. You know what? I am so excited for the new Kimberbell scissors because getting in like all of these little curves with some of the scissors that they have coming out in that kit. I mean, these are really good scissors and I love them, don't get me wrong, but I'm really excited to play with the new Kimberbell scissors.
What is the name of the color of the glitter? That was a lot of pauses.
What color are you? Copper. For some
Copper.
reason I wanted to go to apricot.
Oh.
That's just based off of the Thornton store situation with apricot. How do you pronounce it?
Oh. I'm like, wait, what? Okay, in order to get the free download, you would need to go to the Above and Beyond website, and from there is a tab for calendars. And if you clicked on that, you would go down to our events, and then you would find today's date. And if you click on today's date, there is a link for you to download the file for today.
And we should have all formats available on there for you guys, so...
Ooh, not Lorraine, sorry. I do see your comments here, Lorraine. Julie wants to know more about Kimberbell scissors.
All right, so the Kimberbell scissors it's a 4-pack. It is $99.99, but there's a duck bill. There's, in order to kind of do what we're doing in here with needing to get into the precision, the little points and the nooks and crannies. There is there are tweezers, but they have like reasons for why you would need it all, like the jump stitches, because not all of the Kimberbell's designs, as probably some of you have noticed, all of them do not have where they're digitized to cut your jump stitches for you, and there's a reason for that.
Especially in wording.
But exactly. So then in order to get in between those really small letterings, I'm trying to think of an example. On the Irish pinch lucky pot of gold, the really small lettering in there, they don't cut the jump stitches, and as well as on the luck of the gnome, but like of those smaller fonts, they don't cut the jump stitches for you, so you need to do it yourself. And those tweezers that have the blade on them would be excellent for that.
I think there's a set of microtip scissors in there too, right?
Yep.
Okay, how about the white tassel?
So the duck bill, the micro tip, and then the tweezers.
This one, okay.
And of course my brain's gonna fail me on the other one.
I have 2 blacks, it looks like.
So in the tube of glitter, I'm gonna hop on the other side of Amanda here. The tube of glitter is going to come
9 by 11, I think, right?
19.5 inches by 7.5. So you get a whole sheet of that within your tube, and the tube is $9.99. And there's a few different colors to choose from. I'll show you kind of what we have at the moment, but I can't say we have all of them. So there's a pink, a red, the copper, a pretty green, 2 different colored blues, purple, brown, and then up here we have white, silver, and black.
All right, so now we have that in place. Oh, I love this. I'm gonna buy all the kits. love it. So I'm going to use the next piece that I was going to use as my leaf as my little pressing mat, although I have one right underneath my hoop. Either way, it works. And I just leave it on there for between 10 and 20 seconds. And you can actually tell a difference. So for those of you who have already done this, you'll know what I'm talking about. And for those of you who don't, I'm trying to think of what one had the quilting. So there are certain designs that have the quilting done underneath, and then you place this and then you'll be able to see the quilting. So when you take your iron away and you see those stitches that was done for the quilting underneath, you know that it's stuck down really well. If you have any question about if it's still bubbling or not, then you know you probably need to leave the iron on it just a little bit longer. But this will help the glitter fabric stay in place. So if you do wash it a lot, then it won't come up because it's going to be adhered to your background piece.
Today's kit is $5.99.
$5.99. All right. So our next stitch is going to be,
Do you use steam?
I normally don't. And I remember when we all went to Kimberbell for our training that they had mentioned that it's not needed. Just to press it with the heat is enough. It's exactly what it would need. So I am going to stitch the stem. Is anybody interested in the thread colors that we're doing for this? So something else that's a little different compared to what we had done on the previous ones is this actually has a quilting stitch on it. And it does a little bit of stippling on here, so that's something else that's different between the previous ones that we have done. Easy stem.
Donna, I didn't see your question about the turner. I'm sorry. Yes, we do mail.
All right, need your help with thread.
Okay.
What do you
See,
think?
we had them all picked out until she decided she wanted to do glitter. I think this one.
Perfectamundo.
So, everybody might want to know what color that is since a lot of people are ordering glitter.
The glitter? Let's see. This is PF 738. All right, and now this is going to do the satin stitch around our leaf. And while it's doing that, maybe we'll go over again on the Floriani.
Sure.
Maybe step away from the feet a little bit, maybe? I don't know. All right, so I'll hold this up again. This is the Floriani hands-on creative event that we're going to be having on October 7th at 10 a.m. You can call us at any of our 3 locations in order to get signed up over the phone. Those are the phone numbers for you. Or you can go onto our website, and right on our main page we're going to have an area where you can add to cart and sign up for it online as well. We are going to be cutting it off as far as signups goes in about a week, just in order to make sure that everybody who does sign up we can get a kit to well in advance of the event actually taking place. Again, this is going to be October 7th at 10 a.m. and it's going to be the Tulip and Bloom placemat. And before we mentioned that our printer's going a little crazy with color. So But you have a kit fee, and that kit fee is $99.99, and you're going to be working with the bamboo felt and learning the applique the Floriani way. And it looks like in your kit you got some thread, some needles, and some tape. So it'll be a fun one.
Okay, Donna, I will set one of those aside for you.
And it does say on there, regardless of what machine you own, the beautiful project you work on this event will teach you incredible techniques and ideas that are sure to enhance your quilting and embroidery.
Do we know, like, how many placemats are going to be within the kit? Is it going to be like a set that they can make?
I think it's going to be one placemat, but again, you're going to have that kit where the design is going to be within it, so you can purchase what you need to make an additional one. I do believe, though, that the kit would only give you what you need to create, because look, it looks like these are squares that you then put together. And looking at the kit, it looks like I can count 2 of those squares, but again, it's black and the picture's not very clear, so we'll make sure that we ask Kate if she has the information of how many placemats are going to be within that kit, so we can get that answer for you guys.
And then do we know if we'll be able to watch it afterwards?
I believe that you should be able to. It might be a 24 deal like some of the other things we've done in the past. If that's incorrect or different, we'll make sure to notify you guys.
Almost done. Sort of. Kind of.
So close.
Maybe.
All right.
I like this leaf fabric.
Are we still doing the rose gold or the gold? Still loving the rose gold.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this about me, ladies, but I am the most indecisive person when it comes to colors. I'm always asking Cindy because she's like, you got the eye, you know? My brain is like, well, wait a minute, what if I did this? It would look so much cooler. I mean, obviously, you guys just bear witness to that with my glitter. This is what Cindy has to put up with all the time. Any questions?
Never a dull moment.
I'm wondering if we should give them a sneak peek for next week's.
If you want to.
Alright, so now I'm going to change my thread to like this nice rose gold color. I think it complements some of the leaves in the other side of the project, the leaf fabric. Oh, too fast. What have I done? What have I done?
It is fun at work. That's for sure.
I have no idea what I did. That's okay. Keeping things interesting. And it's a quick stipple. It's always like mesmerizing to watch the stipple. Like you can't like almost you can't almost take your eyes away from it.
Well, it's not like a continue, you know, well, it's continuous, but it's not just like a straight line, like you know where it's going.
Yeah.
So like watching it do the stippling, you're like, oh, it turned.
Where is it gonna go?
Glad that worked out for you, Carol, and that you didn't have any issues getting that downloaded.
All right. And just because I am somewhat of a perfectionist and things just have to be the way that I like them to be, I am going to put the dark brown back on in order to put my other pieces to it. You don't have to, but you shouldn't be seeing the stitches because it will be in the seam, but if you're a super poker, you could.
Okay, Nancy, I will make myself presentable for next week so that I can get in front of the camera.
Okay, so we're going to place our fabrics that we prepped earlier, and we're going to put the fold into the center, just making sure that we are covering this area entirely. And something else that's different from the ones that we've done previously is it does say that you should be putting tape here on the sides here so that when it does its tack down of all pieces, the foot and the needle don't get caught up in this area. But on the older one that we had just done the other day, it does just a straight stitch. It actually came down and did one side.
Yeah, that was
and then
different.
it went and down and did the other, and then it came down here and it did it this way and overlapped over here, and it was done. But this one actually does do a straight stitch, and then it closes off with a zigzag stitch. So because the foot's going to be moving a little bit more, I have actually used the Kimberbell tape, which I mentioned earlier I really like because of the fact that it
Removes
it's
so well.
easily removed.
Yeah, Patty, you should be able to put a hot mug or something like that on top of the glitter. This part is so interesting to me. The zigzag stitch.
I know.
I wonder what their thought process is on it. I wonder if it's like their equivalent to how like some designers will have you go around with the straight stitch twice, just so that like if you snip a stitch or something, you're still secured. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and in the instructions it doesn't actually say why it's doing that. This might be evidence of our youth.
Maybe.
Because in older designs this might have been a thing where now they've reverted to having just that straight stitch go around. Alright, so we are done. So we are going to remove our tape.
But if you can't get it and you bring it in, I can definitely get it for you. It'll only take me a couple minutes.
Did we do the pumpkin last week? Or was it the week before?
The week before. We did
we did the truck last week.
The truck last, and then the mug rugs.
So 2 Mondays ago, Linda.
Yes. So now we're going to take this. And we're going to trim. Guys, I used a trash can.
It's a miracle. Carol says that she's old and she's never seen the zigzag stitch done on the backside.
Oh, I wasn't trying to
I
offend anybody.
I don't think she,
Okay, I hope
she
I
meant
didn't
it that
offend
way.
anyone.
At least I hope
That
not.
wasn't my intention. I mean, there's the Kimberbell designs too that you can tell that, you know, where their thought processes changed too, which I think is really interesting. Like, we stitched out an older design and like they've done something similar, but a new holiday or something along those lines where you're doing the same thing, but you can tell that they've upgraded in their knowledge. Like they're taking the feedback from their customers. We need this. All right, so now we'll do.
Linda, that was 2 Mondays ago.
Hi, Kevin. This is Matt with the Book BM Film Action. I apologize. I'm on another line. I missed your call.
And if you guys wanted to, I'm sure it would be fine and acceptable for you guys to maybe just repeat the second to last step and doing the straight stitch and skipping this zigzag stitch. If not, someone please help me out. Explain. So we've trimmed our corners, make it easy for poking out our sides, have nice rounded corners. Gonna use my...
I have not tested to see if they redid the snowman link. So I do not know the answer to that as to whether or not
The
they
one from
figured it
Christine?
out. Yeah.
the trivet. I think that they did.
And I don't remember if they said anything on Friday.
You know, I was too busy working. I wasn't able to listen, unfortunately. All right. Have our nice rounded corners. And then we can give this bad boy a press. Again, you could use this if you wanted to.
Kathy says zigzag helps with fraying.
I should know that.
Yeah, a couple people are trying to chime in that that's what the case is.
Well, and the other ones, why do they not have that?
And Junior?
I'm calling Amelia Scott. I'm calling my girl Amelia.
Okay.
Verna, and there was somebody else that requested it. I'll have to see how much is left of this fabric to see what we can
Fulfill.
Yes. There we go.
All right, so let's show the two side by side.
Oh,
So
I think
again,
I do like the glitter more.
it's fancy.
It's fancy.
It's classy. All right, so this is the fabric that does come in your kits. I'm sorry, my brain just didn't kick into gear soon enough. But that's really pretty. And of course, like any of the stuff that we've gone over today, again, this is a free design, so you can go and you can download that from our events calendar on today's date. But any of the products that we've used in today's demonstration, we can honor a 20% discount for you, which would include the glitter fabric as well. So, any questions?
Glitter is the winner. That almost rhymes.
Glitter is the winner. I think it's all in the presentation, how you say it.
Yeah.
It works. All right. Any questions or anything?
Nope.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, ladies. Look forward to seeing you guys on Monday next week. Have a good week.
All right. Thanks, ladies.
Bye.